Hey guys, Hakeem here, back with some more magic. Going to revisit the Azorius Combo deck, looking at a one-lander. Going to ship that back. Now we got a two-lander with a pair of Think Twices. So I think that's good enough to probably hit our third land on time. We're on the play, and we've got a Baneslayer here as well, so we're going to keep this. Drop the gate into play and pass it over to Gallows, the mastermind, playing a 65-card deck. So you can check out the link in the video description for an updated deck list. There have been a few minor changes to the list since I last played it. We're looking at a turn 1 Radiant Fountain. Come on, Elixir. No, not this time. Oh well. Would have been pretty exciting here. We picked up a Guard Gamzoa. Just going to slap down the second land, pass it again, and think twice at the end of our opponent's turn. So what number is 60? How many did I say? 65? I mean, that's pretty close. So he's playing a white deck. He's playing Hero of Erois. So that Peel from Reality is pretty good, but I can't cast it without a creature on my side. So until I actually put one into play, that's a dead spell in my hand. So for now, I think there's two options. I can play the tap land and think twice, or I can play the Gamzoa. I mean, if he goes, if he untaps and goes Armored Ascension, I'm on a pretty big clock. So I'm just going to put the Guard Gamzoa into play and try to prevent him. Try to, not allow him to slap an Armored Ascension on there and go at me for 5 in the air. I can take the turn off and play the Monastery next turn. And then I can hold up and Cloud Shift against removal. I mean, he could have a Banisher Priest or something right here, but that doesn't bother me too much. He's going to play Marked by Honor here, which is another 4-mana enchantment that makes it a 5/5. But at least it doesn't give him flying, and it doesn't grow beyond, like Armored Ascension would. But putting the Guard Gamzoa into play, just saved us saved some of our life total here. But I don't know why he attacked. I guess there's no real difference because he didn't have to tap his creature. But anyway, so the Guard Gamzoa is just going to sit there and prevent that. We can, at the end of the turn, once he finally builds that fellow up, we can peel it and put the Gamzoa back in our hand. But for now, we're just going to pass with a Think Twice in the air. We got 2 more in hand. So we got a lot of draw power here. Hopefully we can just stymie that hero while we just build up our mana base. So now he's playing out an Elite Vanguard, which is cool. It's just a 2-1 for 1. He's putting an Ethereal Armor where? He's putting the Ethereal Armor on his Vanguard. Okay. Alrighty. So that's going to make that a 4/3 first strike. Then he's going to put an Ethereal Armor right there. Okay. So he's going to do all of those things. And I'm just going to flashback Think Twice, because there's no point in him really attacking here, but he's going to do it again. Yeah, so there you go. I mean, I can peel next turn. Although he does have his God's Willing shields down, so I may peel main phase. Just to, he has that fountain. What is it? The Radiant Fountain there. So I think I'll probably just bounce something now. I think that's the road I'm going to go down. Yeah, I'm just going to peel the hero. Put that back in his hand. So that'll knock off a few enchantments, and then I'm just going to put the Gamzoa back in play. I've got my land drop for next turn. So let's just do that. Like I said, the reason I'm doing that is to play around God's Willing, because if he untaps and I go Peel from Reality, he goes pro blue, then I look like an idiot. So while he had no white mana up, we'll do that. He's going to play Wall of Omens. Wall of Omens doesn't bother me, not in the slightest. And I'm sure that hero is going to be coming back out. And it does. He's down to 2 cards in his hand. What did we hit him? We dropped Marked by Honor and Ethereal Armor into the graveyard, which of course powers down his Elite Vanguard, because that's got an Ethereal Armor on it. Now we've got a Mentor of the Meek, so we're going to get that into play and tap 2 blue. Not going to play the Baneslayer out just yet. Honestly, against this deck, Planar Cleansing is kind of where I want to be. So just get the Mentor of the Meek down on the ground. Just as a blocker, I'll trade that with a Hero of Heroes if it comes down to it. If he wants to offer it, here he's going to play a Lone Missionary, gain 4. Again, doesn't bother me. It's just 2/1s, and he's got one other card in his hand. Let's see if he brings both here. If he does, I'll flicker the Guard Gamzoa, draw a card, and then block. So yeah, I'll flicker the Guard Gamzoa. He's only got 1 card in his hand. Who knows what it could be, but I'm going to flicker this. Get a Mentor of the Meek trigger before I try to trade it off. He could have a Swift Justice, I suppose, you know. Could have the Gods Willing. But then I'm going to try and trade that there, and let's see if he's got some way to prevent that trade from happening. No, I'm just going to draw a card and get a hero off the board. That's cool. I'm glad that Hero of the Rose is off the board. And we have an Archaeomancer. So I'm just going to keep up the counterspell here now. We've got the Gargamzo in play. He's only got 2 attackers. We're still on 20 life. Going to keep the counterspell mana open and then sink mana into card draw if we don't need it. So here comes Felidar Sovereign, which is not the scariest thing in the world, but I still am going to counter it because he's out of cards. And a 4/6 lifelink is still a dude. Here is a Sphinx Beaumont on top. We are going to keep that there. Definitely going to keep that because we got the Cloud Shift in the yard. And we've got Archaeomancer in hand here. So now we get to just block the 3-power dude here. Again, he's got no cards in hand, so there's no reason for me not to just think twice here. Yeah, there could be some lag in the instep and I might miss it. Or I could just get caught up talking, so I'll just fire it off now. So now, down to 18. So hopefully we pick up an untapped land here. That's what I want to pick up. It's not an untapped land, so... What to do here? I mean, do I just Baneslayer and start... I mean, he's got no cards in his hand. Yeah, he's got no cards in his hand, so I'm just going to Baneslayer now. Yeah. See if he can pull a Planar Cleansing out of his arse. See what he picks up. Moment of truth. Angelic Edict, Reprisal. What do you got for me, brother? Radiant Fountain? Elixir of Immortality? Train Caracal, yeah, it looks good with some auras on it, but as a top deck at this point in the game, not so great. And he really should not attack here. No, he's not going to. Again, on tap land, I really want to just slam that Sphinx Beaumont into play, but you know, by the looks of it, I'm just going to win with a Baneslayer here. So I'm going to put down another Gamazoa. Since he's got 3 attackers on the board. Just do that. Gotta think twice in the graveyard. And Reprisal if he puts down some type of silliness. But, you know, I mean, there's not really much that an aura is going to do to us here because we got the pair of Gamazoas to fog any huge attackers. So it looks like he's just... I mean, he can swing here, but I get to pick off 2 of his dudes. I'll gladly take 3 just to kill 2 guys here. So, yeah, I'll kill 2 of his dudes and take 3 all day long. He's down to 21, and all he's got in play is that 3/2 Elite Vanguard and his Wall of Omens plus a ton of land. Going to flashback, I think, twice just to be a little bit more mana efficient. Spend 3 rather than 2, pick up a land. And now, Windmill Slam, Sphinx Beaumont. That's actually not the optimal play, but I'm doing it because, hey, we're recording, and that's what we want to do. I mean, I got a Baneslayer here. I should just kill him with it and make him draw the answer. Now if he draws a Planar Cleansing, I mean, then I just look like a fool. But, you know, it's entertainment. So that's what we're doing here. Yeah, I just want to slam it, but it's not the optimal play. I should keep that in my hand and just win with Baneslayer Angel as he top decks 1 card per turn against my 2 Gamazoas. But, you know, for flashiness, we're going to try and kill him next turn. I don't think... No, he just gained 4 life, so we definitely can't. I don't think we could have killed him off 16 anyway. But, you know, so let's just come on in here with the Slayer. Get him to 15. And then we'll go Archaeomancer into Cloud Shift and try to hold up 4 white mana if it's possible so that we can cast it 4 times. So, yes, we can do that. So let's Archaeomancer for a Cloud Shift. So 4 triggers will get 10 damage, 1 + 2 + 3 + 4. If you've ever played Kokoro, you should know that. But that's not enough to kill him. So he's going to put down an Armored Ascension. But, you know, that's not scary against a Garrett Gamazo, so he can make something nice and big. He'll have a nice blocker, though, for the Baneslayer, so I'll probably just Reprisal it and only get 3 triggers this turn. So, I mean, I got 2 Gamazoas, he's only got 2 attackers. Kind of pointless for him to swing here, so at the end of his turn, we will just Reprisal that. Send it at his face. Oops, that's my face. Send it at his face, yes we will. And then we will Cloud Shift the Archaeomancer. Send it at his face. And this is where the deck gets boring because it's already won, and now it's just a matter of clicking the A button. Yeah, he knows what's going on. He sees what's up. So let's Cloud Shift that Mancer again and shoot Planeswalker in the face. That takes him down to 9. So, yeah, all we need is one hit from the Baneslayer and one more trigger, and he's toast. So let's just bring the Slayer on in. And let's just draw a card. And send it at Planeswalker. He's got no cards in hand, so there's no instant speed life gain or anything like that going down. He's just down to 5 life, staring at a Baneslayer that he can't block. And that, my friends, that's the end of the game. Alright, yeah, that turn 1 Radiant Fountain had me scared, you know, of the old Fountain into Elixir start. He did actually have a decent start with all those auras, but unfortunately for him, I was playing Guard Gamazoa and I drew my only bounce spell in the deck. So that really kind of fucked him up, and then we just coasted and won the game from there. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you for another gameplay tomorrow.